Hi YouTube, it's Sheelagh and welcome to the video which is called, I've forgotten what it's called, Vision versus Clairvoyance. So as somebody who trains people to connect with their guides, and I also develop people's ability to channel angels, there's two questions I get asked the most. The first is, what's my soul purpose? The second question is, how do I know if what I'm seeing or hearing is real? And so I want to just touch in on that. First of all, if you do enjoy my work and you haven't already, would you please consider liking and subscribing? YouTube doesn't bring me up unless we have 1,000 subscribers, and you can always get rid of me at a later date if you wish. Shove me down by the side of the sofa or something like that. I would be very grateful. Okay, so visions versus clairvoyance. So the difference between both is if you have a vision, you know. Usually you will have a vision when you're asleep, and you will become very aware that it is a snapshot of an event that you are having. And this might be an event that is happening as you sleep somewhere else in the world or to someone else, or it might be an event that is about to happen. Okay, so it's very common for people that do this work or who are very empathic to actually have a vision or a very, very vivid dream, which isn't a dream at all, of world events that are happening that they only discover that they've happened when they wake up. So clairvoyance is really subtle unless somebody's life is in danger. So usually the other time you will get a vision is if someone's going to get hurt and they need you to know. For me, I would get a flash, like a snapshot like that, and it would be sudden and absolutely unmistakable. I would know straight away what was happening and who it was going to happen to. Okay, so visions are sudden, they are startling if you're awake, and they are full color as well. And your guides have the ability, no matter whether you've developed or not, they have the ability to give you a vision, but it takes a great deal of energy, and it shouldn't be considered that that is something you can develop. So clairvoyance on a day-to-day basis is where you are using your clear seeing, you're using your inner eye along with your ability to feel what you're seeing or know what you're seeing. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions that people have when they are developing clairvoyance or wondering if what they've got is clairvoyant is expecting it to be like a vision, especially if they've had a vision, or sort of sitting and waiting and just seeing what they get. So it is not normal for angels and guides to just give you clairvoyant information unless a question has been asked. Now, the only difference with this is if you are an evidential medium and you've got a grieving person with you and that spirit is already with you and starts giving you information the minute that you're connecting with their loved one without any questions. That's the only time that clairvoyance will happen in a bigger way. But for the rest of the time, unless you're doing evidential mediumship, you may be reading a timeline with cards, you may be meditating, you may be meditating on a subject, You may be doing a reading for a loved one, a client, or a friend. You may be giving healing, and as you're giving healing, perhaps your client is talking about something, and you get like a picture in your third eye, and then the picture moves. The other thing is with clairvoyance is you do need to ask them to show you. If you are predominantly somebody that is clairsentient, then you need to ask your guides, show me clairvoyantly. When you're tuning into messages, show me clairvoyantly, and they will show you an image to depict whatever it is that the message is about. So let me give you an example. If I am looking at somebody and they're asking me about soul purpose, I was reading for somebody today and they showed me a map and they showed me a certain direction. They also showed me a book in this person's future. Actually, that was another client. They showed me a book in another person's future. They'll show me, an aeroplane, or they'll show me a baby. But whatever it is, I have to ask the question. And sometimes I'll say to them, show me clairvoyantly. But clairvoyance is going to be much more subtle because it does depend on you trusting what you get. And I want you to remember that if you're unable to trust what you get, working with cards is a great idea because it actually focuses the mind. And whilst your mind is focused, they can bring in images, they can speak to you, they can impress extra messages on you, and your mind's looking at the cards and your mind doesn't get in the way. So, working with an oracle deck that you really are passionately connected to and asking them to work with you clairvoyantly will often help as well. So that's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Once again, if you did enjoy this, please would you like, share and subscribe? I would be so, so grateful. For now, I want to thank you for taking the time to listen. And you can find me over at SheelaghMaria.com. All of my love. Goodbye for now.